Hi, I'm Liza Berger, Associate Editor of McKnight's Long-Term Care News. I'm sitting here with Barbara Manard, Vice President of AAHSA. She's also one of the developers of the Class Act, which is in the House bill and likely will make it into the Senate bill. Barbara, there's been some criticism of late that the Class Act will contribute to the deficit, and there's been other criticisms about the Class Act. Can you address that?
Oh, sure. That's a misunderstanding about how the federal budget works. There are two separate things to consider. One is the actuarial soundness of the Class Act. That means, is it self-sustaining over the long haul? And everyone says, yes, it is. So it's totally financed by premiums and the earned interest, just as the National Highway, the National Flood Control Insurance Program is totally financed by premiums and interest earned. So that's actuarial soundness. Now, the way the federal budget works, it is when cash comes in over cash going out, that is recorded as deficit reducing, and when the opposite occurs, as more cash goes out compared to cash going in, that's considered deficit increasing. It's all accounting, and what the main thing is to understand is that the bank account for the Class Act never runs out of money. The cash comes in and out like that, and that's just federal accounting rules.
How can we be sure that workers are actually going to want to contribute to this trust, as you call it?
Well, everyone won't be. I mean, that's what a voluntary program is. But I think one of the things we're going to do is be able to get good education programs out there, and so people can become more aware. There have been studies over the years, multiple ones, about why people don't buy private long-term care insurance, and it's not that they're not interested, actually. The products have been too expensive, not available to those who look like they might need them, except for certain group products. And people have had a concern about products that are not as flexible as the cash benefit, because they worry about, if I'm going to buy it now and I'm only 40 years old, in 40 years we might not have home health. We might have long-term care robots. So I need something really flexible.
Okay. On another topic, healthcare reform has more than just a Class Act in it that pertains to nursing homes and long-term care. Can you tell us about some of the other provisions that would affect providers?
It does. The things that we're focusing on tend to be that what's going to happen to the Medicare market basket for any one of the providers, and that's been much discussed, and it is something that we're all working on to try and ensure that we have the resources we need to provide the quality of care that people deserve. But the other thing that I think is going to be actually far more important in the longer term on health reform is the spirit of innovation that's embedded within so many of these proposals. There are, just listing the number of proposals that affect long-term services and supports in post-acute care in the House bill is 3 pages, just the list. In the Senate bill, there are over 50 items, and so many of them are creative research and demonstration projects, fast-track turnaround pilot studies, learning what is good bundling. None of us like the bad bundling, which is give the hospitals all the money and we get whatever's left over downstream. Hospitals didn't even like that. But the idea that we can try and figure out new ways to provide better services and better value, that's where the country has to go, and there are tremendous opportunities for that.
All right, we'll see what happens in coming days. Thank you so much.
Thank you.